there is something pressing on my mind that I want to apply some breaks in a metaphorical way too. And this is the practice of persons, unfortunately, removing the seaweed for farming purposes and other purposes. I want to say to Barbadians that we undertook a study with the New Zealand government, persons in both Eastern and certainly Western and, of course, Central Caribbean. And the results have shown that there are abnormal levels, higher than acceptable levels of cadmium, of arsenic, and of course, mercury and other heavy metals which are dangerous for your health. So today I'm appealing to farmers and all those who are taking the seaweed off the beach to desist from doing it, because in the same way that you're able to put it as manure on your plants, it gets into your palate when you eat those foods and fruits and into the digestive tract. So it is a simple appeal to Barbadians to desist from doing it. It is a dangerous practice. It is not the best way to utilize the seaweed. We will have more limpid discussions about it. But I'm saying today to all farmers and all those who are taking it off the beaches to desist from doing so.
Keep it clean, keep it green. Keep it clean, keep it green. Be proud of our nation's beauty.
It is a pleasure to stand before you this morning to kick off the first Clean and Green in the constituency. And one of the things that bring me pride is the fact that as I went door to door to door in this particular area, many of you residents pointed to out here and the fact that it was popped down. And I can tell you, after Clean and Green is done with it, it will not be popped down anymore. It will be put up. I want to take a few moments also to highlight the importance of projects like these. Sometimes people just think you're doing a part. But years ago, I reviewed a number of studies that research your environment. And it speaks to the fact that you are your environment. So if you are in an environment that is untidy, if you're in an environment that is popped down, it treats to the way you think, the way you live, the way you behave. And the government of Barbados is seeking not only to provide a part, but to provide transformation for its people. And this is part of the transformation. Now, for me, again, I want to highlight the importance beyond the research that I did into the environment. As you will see that this program provides employment for people, employment particularly for young people, employment to ensure that persons can put food on the table. In part of the greening, you will see the trees. You will see fruit trees that bring us closer to food security and nutrition security and sovereignty. You will see that it makes the place around you feel a little bit better, a little tidier, a little lighter. There are many, many boxes that can be ticked from a program like this, as we not only seek to rebuild the park, but that we paint the walls and that we make sure that the greenery inside of the park is done and the trees are planted and maintained. So there are many, many benefits coming from a project like this, and it is not just to say, let's have another park, but as I say, it is a way for the city of Bridgetown, Kensington Lodge, and its environs to have a better feeling about itself.
I'm so glad this morning that I'm coming to the park. I'm proud about this, Mr. Merritt. I asked for it for 2 years ago. I didn't get it, and thank God I get it this year. And I will like it to put up and care. I'll be on the lookout. And I'm glad for it. But Merritt, thank you very much.
I feel good about the park they build back, and I thank you guys for building the park.
I want to say thank you to the ministers for helping us with the Clean and Green program so that the youths can get some work and keep you off the road and make sure that everything go with me. And we just want to keep Barbados clean, and we want to thank the ministers.
First of all, I'm going to say we're going to transform this area. We're going to paint the walls on the area so it get beautified. And we're going to place some plants around the area as well. We're going to transform the play equipment, paint them, make them look sweet, and so the residents can enjoy. And we're going to place some benches as well around the area for recreation purposes. And as MP of the area said earlier, and after that is done, we're going to probably take about 3 weeks, and then, as Beatrice said, we'll be outside.
The Ministry of Environment believes in sustainable development. Now, what is sustainable development? That sounds like two big words. But really and truly, simply, sustainable development just means making sure that when you die or when you leave this earth, you leave for your children and your grandchildren exactly what you found. Now, the UN, that term was coined by the UN, and many people sometimes think, oh, that has nothing to do with me here in this little Caribbean island. But I just want to say that Clean and Green embodies every aspect of sustainable development. So, for example, we are planting trees across the length and breadth of Barbados. And when you plant trees, what does that do? Now, there's a layer above us called the ozone layer. When you plant a tree, that ozone layer is protected. Now, what does the ozone layer do? It protects us, animals, and plants from being like burnt from the sun. So when you plant a tree, trees scrub the atmosphere of all these dangerous gases and chemicals that we put out there to harm the atmosphere. So it protects us. When you plant a tree and the rain falls, what do you think the tree does for that water? It stops it from running in the road and going into the sea, and it allows it to go into our aquifers, into our wells, so that when you turn on your pipe in your house, you have water. When we plant trees through this Clean and Green project, we are committing to what we have said that Barbados is going to do under our sustainable development goals. So as citizens, I want you to commit to this Clean and Green project. Wherever you see us pop up, I want you to come out and support. If we've left a park in your area, I want you to commit to keeping the park clean. Commit to keeping the plants that we've planted, keep them watered and healthy, so that we can continue on this path to sustainable development.
Keep it clean.